Everyone, Julia here with this great day. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for being here. This is a cooking channel. It's called It's Greek to Me because I'm teaching you about the Mediterranean cuisine. I will be sharing my own special recipe here as well for you. Thank you for those of you that have already subscribed. Thank you for your beautiful comments. Don't forget to smash that like button and let me know how you enjoyed the recipe. Okay, so today we're making hummus. Let's get started. Hey, hot like this, you need 4 cups of water. You also need 1 cup of chickpeas or garbanzo beans. You can add them in there, okay? And what we want to do is get this to come to a boil so that chickpeas or um, whatever you decide to use there, they become soft and ready to be processed in a food processor. We're also going to add to the water 1 bay leaf. Okay. Those will be removed later on. We're also going to reserve, after the garbanzo beans or the chickpeas have boiled, we will be reserving 1/2 cup of that water in order to get it to the consistency that we want once we put it inside the food processor. All right. Also in here, we will be adding 1 onion quartered. And like I said before, we're just putting those in for the flavor, and we will be removing those once our chickpeas or garbanzo beans are ready. And just gonna let that, we're gonna do that right now together and add that to the pot. Just gonna let those boil until the beans are tender. So quartered, just like this, right? And throw those in there. Put the lid on top. And we're just going to let that come to a boil until we see that the beans are ready, right? The garbanzo beans or the chickpeas are soft, tender, and are able to be put in a food processor so we can make our hummus. So I'm going to pause the video. I'll be back with you once these are boiled and ready to be processed. Okay, I'll see you soon. Hi everyone, I'm back. So, now that our chickpeas, bonzo beans are tender, first thing that we want to do just to really reserve 1/2 cup of the water from the beans, okay? Just in case we want to add it to the consistency when we put it in the food processor, if we want to loosen it up a little bit, right? So I'm going to reserve 1/2 cup here of this water, and then the rest I'll get rid of, okay? Just make sure that this is switched off. Yes. Okay, so now when I'm going to get rid of the rest of the liquid, here. All right, and then the next thing we want to do is to actually remove the onion, the bay leaf from the bean mixture. Okay, that was just put in for flavor. Okay, we're not going to add that to our processor here. Okay, so I'm just removing the onion. I got to find the bay leaf here. Here it is. A piece of onion, bay leaf out, another piece of onion. So we're just going to keep doing that until we empty this all out. So it's just the garbanzo beans or the chickpeas. Now, if you don't have the patience to do this, which I feel you should, because the basil and the onion really give a really nice flavor, you can always get canned chickpeas or garbanzo beans already ready in a can. Not the same thing, right? But it's a lot quicker of a product. I think, we should be doing stuff, right? So we know actually what we're eating here. Why is this so hot? So, on all my onion out, right? So let's just set this off to the side right now. And what we're going to do is going to get out our food processor here. Let me just set this off over here because it's hot right now. And let me get this off. And then we'll connect our food processor here. This is incredibly hot. Okay, let me just put that here. All right. So, what we want to do now inside our food processor is add 3 cloves of garlic minced here. So I'm just going to throw that in there. Now you can add 4 cloves of garlic if you want. I just don't want it too garlicky. 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I eyeball it so I know. Stick that in there. All right. We also will need 1/4 cup of lemon juice. So we're just going to put all this stuff in together all at once. So 1/4 cup of lemon juice, excuse me, in there as well. Okay. We're also going to need a 1/4 cup of tahini in here. Now, tahini doesn't get spoiled or anything like that. You can have it in the jar like forever, right? So we want 1/4 cup of tahini for this recipe. Okay, so that's it right there. I'm going to stick it in here. Let's close up the rest of the tahini. Save it for next time. These are great for parties. Now, I've already taught you how to make tzatziki. So you can make a plate of this, plain tzatziki, right, as appetizers. Put a bunch of pita bread there, toasted bread. You can put a little bit of olive oil and cut bread, right, and grill the bread, and then add a little bit of salt and a little bit of oregano on there, and you can use the hummus on there as well. All right, so we've got this stuff ready in here. All right, so what we need is also a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Because what we're going to do is as we're blending this, we're going to be drizzling the olive oil in there as well. Okay, so I'm getting that 1/4 cup ready of olive oil. And what we want to do now is put these chickpeas in here so that we can process them. Now this is going to be a little loud, so I'm just preparing you for it, right? So you don't say, oh my God, it's so loud. Well, because I have to process the beans, right? All right. So I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil on here right now. Just to start this off, I'm just going to drizzle a little bit. Okay. And then let's plug this in. Close up the lid here. I'll put this on top. Let me just plug this in and we'll be ready to go. All right, here we go. So I hope you can see that, right? Everything is in there. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more of the water in here. And a little bit more oil. Close that up again. Add a little bit more of the water mixture. A little bit more of the olive oil. And here we go again. Just kind of mix that up a little bit here. Smells good. Awesome. Good. Yeah. Set up again. We just want to keep sticking the spoon in here. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to kind of take what's at the bottom and bring it to the top, right? Because it's quite a bit in here, right? Mm. Mm. All right, so I think we've gotten to the consistency that we want. So that's what it is. And then you just take it and you put it in a bowl and you serve it. You can also put Kalamata olive in there cut a little bit of parsley just as a little bit of a decoration on there and serve it in a glass bowl, and you're ready to go. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Sending you much love. And don't forget to smash that like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Thank you for being here.